She was raised in a family of readers, so it was only natural that when Sarah Bagby first started looking for a job, she would end up at Watermark Books in downtown Wichita.
I started working part-time as a bookstore clerk when I was in college, and I loved it so much. It was a place that I felt really comfortable in working, and I think that's probably because my parents were big readers and we always had books around, went to the library every Thursday afternoon with my dad.
Since Sarah didn't have a clear plan for her future after college, she just kept reading and working at Watermark, earning more and more responsibility and learning the business, until she eventually would take over ownership of the independent bookstore. Watermark Books has become part of Wichita's story, serving the community for 40 years, and from its current location in East Wichita for the past 2 decades.
We know our neighbors. We know people who live in the neighborhood. We know the kids. I mean, I've seen kids grow up and get jobs in Watermark. We're a place that people gather and make friends. We're a place where people come if they are celebrating something or need help getting through a tough time, just through our product, if they're readers. I have to say that the 90s were tough because all the box stores were coming in, and then online shopping became such a big part of consumerism. Those were some pretty tough and lean years, and I still sort of depended on my partners somewhat. But really, also during those years, I learned how to be a better business person.
Those challenges from early in her ownership career have helped Sarah lead Watermark to become one of the best independent bookstores, not only in the region, but also in America. The store is one of 5 finalists for Publishers Weekly National Bookstore of the Year Award. But the fact Watermark supports 23 great employees and talented managers really means even more to Sarah than the awards.
We run on a pretty lean staff, so everybody does everything. And they're here because they want to be here. So, and I have to say they punch way above their weight. I am so proud of all of them. And their work ethic, if people are worried about that in this country, they just need to come over here and spend a few hours with all of us. I mean, honestly, without the key managers and such dedication on all the other staff, it would be a lot harder. I couldn't be more proud of my staff. They're all just willing to pitch in all the time.
The team includes members that work in Watermark's Cafe. It is a popular eatery where patrons come for the amazing homemade sandwiches, salads, breads, and pastries, and to gather with family and friends.
They open at 7, they open till 8. We have meeting rooms in our basement that people can gather. A book club can meet here, have their lunch. Other groups meet here, some philanthropic groups and things like that. On a regular basis, we try to integrate the synergy of both the cafe and the bookstore as much as possible.
Another major element of the business is author events. Smaller gatherings in the store, and larger ones with nationally recognized writers in community venues.
We hosted Leon Moriarty last fall. She is a best-selling novelist, and we sold out within several days. At the Bode to capacity, 500, 600 people, something like that. I did an interview with her on stage. She toured nationally. It was her favorite event. Her publisher said that. Her editor reached out to me and thanked me, profusely about how well we took care of her and how appreciative the audience was.
With the store's reputation, Sarah has plans to bring in other national writers in addition to more state and local authors for future events. Also on the horizon for Watermark, a new lease, some remodeling, and an expansion of an outreach program to help students in Title I schools.
The foundation gave us a grant, the Community Foundation, so we just put that back in to have this endowment so that we can put authors in schools and make sure that every child gets a copy of the book instead of some getting it, some not. I'm really excited to grow that endowment.
Books and people. It's what Watermark Books is all about, and why it is the 2019 Marshall Murdock Business Award winner.